On Thursday, President Barack Obama delivered an excellent speech to mark the 100th anniversary of the NAACP and the 45th anniversary of the Civil Rights Act in the United States. President Obama made the point that we need a new mindset. He urged families to help children with homework, to put away the video games, and to encourage our children to be more than ballers and rappers. He said that we should tell our children that the odds of growing up amid crime and gangs are high. He said, if you live in a poor neighborhood, you will face challenges that someone in a wealthy suburb does not face. However, that is not reason to get bad grades. That is not reason for our children to cut classes. That is not reason for our children to give up on education. That is not reason for our children to drop out of school. President Obama said, no one has written our destiny for us. We have our destiny in our own hands. From my perspective, I firmly believe that we have to look beyond where we can see. Black people have to have pride and ambition and drive. We have to rise above the challenges. I grew up in the parish of Manchester in Jamaica, a rural farming district called Mount Prospect, which sits on top of the Don Figueroa mountain. As a boy, when I looked beyond the St. Elizabeth Plain, the furthest I could see was the Caribbean Sea. I had no notion of the world that exists beyond the Caribbean Sea. At that time, the furthest I could see was the Caribbean Sea. I also spent a part of my time in the 1970s living in an inner city community in Kingston called Franklin Town. I lived in a tenement yard with my aunt and cousins and extended family. Franklin Town is perhaps one of the toughest communities in Jamaica. In those days, it was not unusual for rival gangs to have bloody feuds in the community. It was not unusual for when I step outside of my door to walk over raw sewage. Despite the circumstances that I experienced in the 1970s as a boy, I had dreams and a fierce desire and a fierce determination to succeed in life. I was amongst the first to graduate from university. I was amongst the first of my uncles, aunts, cousins, parents, and other relatives to get a university degree. An education that has taken me across the world, throughout North America, Asia, Africa, and the entire Caribbean. In fact, I can boast that I had the opportunity to visit the castle in Ghana in 2007, and to say that Barack Obama only had the opportunity to visit the castle last week. I have one up on him. Big up. To touch the top of life and the top of the world, experience has taught me that we have to look beyond the challenges that we face as black people. We have to look beyond where we can see as black people. As a people, we in fact need a new mindset. My own children, when they're amongst their peers, they are told that they don't speak black. What is that? What do you mean? What does that mean to not speak black? Does black people speak differently, a different language? We need a new mindset. We need to have the drive and the desire to conquer. We have to have the drive to move mountains. It is time for our youth, and especially our black young men, to stand up and be proud and be dignified. I listen to rap music and I enjoy basketball game. I enjoy shooting basketball with my son. But I tell my son that get an education first, because if basketball is your first love and you hurt your ankle or you hurt your knee, you need something to fall back on. All right? We have to encourage our black youth to have ambition and to seek higher education. I look at President Barack Obama, and he has said it. No one expected in our lifetime that we would have had a black president. Right? He today is my inspiration. It is because of Barack Obama why today I think that with all that I have accomplished already in my life, there is a lot more that I can accomplish. I think there's a lot more that my brothers and sisters can accomplish. It is time for a new mindset. It is time for us to have that fierce determination, the eye of the tiger. We need to have a new mindset. We need to walk with dignity, walk with pride. We need to step tall. Big up President Obama every time.